Hi everyone, this is Francisco, and I just wanted to talk about something about a knife. It's called for drywall. Let me see here. Ooh. Yeah, there's plenty of inventions out there, but I'm getting closer. Okay, right here. Bam. It says Drywall Knife set, 8 pieces, stainless steel, drywall hand tool, kit included, whatever. Well, this little guy right here, 2-inch drywall knife. That I've been staring at for the past few hours. This motherfucker cost me $10. And if you guys are broke, you know, broke as a joke, can't afford the tools and shit, what I would recommend is a kitchen knife. Ooh, I forgot the K. Kitchen knife. But using a used one, like one of these guys right here, right there, one of these, yeah, one of these guys right here, and all you guys have to do is cut it with a grinder, and then shave off, grind the sharp end of the knife, and voila, you guys will save yourselves $10. Okay, so think about it. Just cut it off right there, and then grind off the sharp end with a grinder, so it could be like this. No sharp edges, and then just make that sharp end right there. Simple. You know what I mean? So yeah, like, this is what I just thought about. Grinder. Grinder kitchen. What the fuck? I never typed in kitchen. Yeah, so if you guys are used to using these type of tools right here, the grinder tool with the metal cutting blade, because, you know, everyone throws away knives. They're like, oh, these knives are no good anymore. And what people do is they buy new fucking knife sets and they end up throwing away the old shit. And at the end of the day, it has a handle, okay, with a little thing, just like regular knives do, okay. So that's all you guys have to do, and you guys can save yourselves $10, especially if you already have the grinder. Or if you know a buddy that has one, like, you know what, cut this off right here, get rid of the sharp end, and then make the, you know, the very tip of it very sharp, and then cut it at a 90-degree angle, you know, so it's straight and leveled. Bam. So this is definitely like a life hack type of thing, like cheapskates. Yeah, cheapskates. There's like a company out there that constantly shares cheapskate type of videos, and that, you know, this is what I'm referring to, you know. So it doesn't matter if the knife gets fucking dull. You know, all it is at the end of the day is stainless steel. And these motherfuckers are charging $10 just because it has their brand on it. Husky. Husky stiff. And then it says stainless steel. Right there. Can you guys see that or not? Let me get my camera out, and then it says stainless steel, husky, stiff, whatever the fuck. You know, but honestly, this is balanced. You know, a kitchen knife, I don't know if it's going to be balanced or not. I doubt it. But at the end of the day, it doesn't have to be balanced. But it is super balanced. Super. This is a great tool for the job, you know. And it has that mirror finish. Look at that. I mean, you guys could even see my keyboard and my cell phone, my backup charger. So I mean, I could literally use this as a fucking mirror. I could see my face. Yeah, this thing is badass. But you know, a kitchen knife is the same way. You know, kitchen knife, mirror, mirror, finish. Oops, typos everywhere. So yeah, and these people are throwing them away constantly, everywhere. If you guys have a wife, it's like this one right here. If you guys are married and you guys are in construction, tell your beautiful wives, your fucking, that thing you put your cock into, to not throw the knives away. Tell her kindly, like, set those aside for me. Because that's all it really comes down to. I mean, just look at the picture right there on the right hand side, and then look at my shit. It has the handle, and then it has the metal. And these motherfuckers are $10 each. And there's a lot of people out there who are broke and that don't have any money. And would prefer to spend $10, $20 elsewhere, especially if they're within a budget, like myself. Now, I personally regret buying this little knife, but I know it's going to be useful in the coming up days or whatever. But I think I could have been a little bit wiser than buying this $10 stainless steel fucking piece of metal. Even if it's scrap metal, don't throw your scrap metal away. Cut that shit up with your grinder. Some of these knives, the drywall knives, are pretty costly. If you guys go to, if you guys go online, they're kind of expensive. And at the end of the day, all it is a piece of iron with a handle on it. So if you guys could somehow do it yourselves, then I would recommend doing that. And all this little detail right here, it can be done with a grinder easily. Easily. And a lot of people out there, they throw away their pans and their cookware for cooking. Pans. So let's just look at pans through Google search. And a lot of people, they throw this shit away all the time. They're like, oh no. They get all sensitive. Oh no. You know, the food gets stuck to the pan. So therefore, let's just throw it away. You know, and these women, they know what time it is. They know they could add extra oil and the pan will work just fine, but they just want people to spend money. And most likely they're trying to recycle the metal so they can make money on the side or some shit. So, you know, I wouldn't advise any of you to fall into their trap. Okay, look at this. It has a handle right there. It has a fucking handle. This fucking pan. Right there, it has a handle. And over here, we have this this 5-gallon scooper thing. Okay, this knife, which works great when construction workers are scooping out cement or stucco out of a 5-gallon bucket. You know, so why not trace that pattern with this handle and then cut it out with a grinder, and there you go. You will have yourself an affordable 5-gallon scooper for your fucking job. And this handle could also be cut down you know, and it's I mean, at the end of the day, it's nothing but silversmith type of work. But these people are throwing them away all the time. And then they claim that they don't have any money. They swear up and down that they don't have any money. You know, to buy a tool, or, you know, they just don't have any money. That's what they tell everyone. But they're over there buying fucking all kinds of shit. And new fucking cookware sets like these. You know, and that's metal. This metal will last for years. This metal right here could outlive all of us easily. So what I would recommend is, going to the swap meets or through OfferUp or Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist and finding yourself some affordable grinder, metal cutting discs to be able to cut through the pans, which is kind of like galvanized iron. Okay, so it's going to require a grinder. But if you're smart, if you know what you're doing, if you take your time, if you do it carefully, then this shouldn't be an issue for some of you. Now, if you can't tackle this task, by all means, go buy one. Just like I did. Okay? Now, I bought one because, I don't have the money to be buying these grinder discs. Or else, I probably would go buy some. And, today, I think it was this one, if I'm correct. I could be wrong. There's another one in here. So these are some discs that my boss and I have used to cut tile with and concrete. So we actually use these discs quite a bit. But he bought some new ones and he was like, you know what? Throw this one away. And I was like, are you sure? Can I keep it? And he was like, yeah, go ahead. And then this one he threw away today. And I was like, are you sure? Just let me keep it. And he was like, yeah, go ahead. And these are diamond blade discs to cut concrete and tile. So I kept them. And there's nothing wrong with these things. Oh shit, oh my god, fuck me. I'm so glad I started recording this video because look at this, ladies and gentlemen. There's a spider in my bedroom. Okay. You guys see that? Because honestly, I was about to go to bed right now. I wasn't even thinking about recording this video. It's already 1 a.m. and I have to wake up at 6:30 a.m. Well, I'm gonna be getting picked up at 6:30 in the morning. So, I mean, this type of shit right here. You know, I'm just trying to help you guys out. You know, I bought this $10 knife thing, you know, for stucco. For the exterior of my bedroom, or for housework. You know, a lot of you have stucco, whether you know about it or not. And I mean, $10. Think about it. And you guys can literally go to a thrift store and buy a knife for like $1. And you could make one of these. Like, I mean, I can make this shit in less than 5 minutes. Just this stainless steel portion of it. You know, because all you're going to do is grab some material and apply it. That's all you're going to use this shit for. So this video is definitely a cheapskate, you know, route for all of you to take. Okay, so is it my laptop is dirty. I thought I noticed some shit behind me, but I didn't. It wasn't. So yeah. Anyways, so yeah, I just wanted to record this quick short video to talk about this with all of you out there. For those of you who will one day stumble upon my video or whatever, but yeah, you guys have to watch out with some of these people, because these companies, they're using robotics. They're using robots to build this shit now. And they're taxing the fuck out of all of us. They're practically robbing all of us. Because they have robots that do this all day long. They have millions of them. And they're charging $10 for each fucking tool. You know, so they have millions. Let's just say they have 100 million, and they sell for $10. So they're basically making like $1 billion or like $10 million. So yeah, they're making money off of us slow, stupid people that don't know anything about this type of stuff. And the only reason I bought it is because I have to use it, and I needed it. So therefore I bought it. But after thinking about it, I don't think I should have ever bought it, because I'm only going to use it one time, and then after that, most likely I'm going to throw it away, or it's going to get lost, or it's going to get misplaced, or whatever the fucking case may be. So, think about it, people, and make your own. I mean, if you have never worked with a grinder and you don't feel comfortable, then obviously don't do it. Go buy one. But if you know a buddy of yours that's a mechanic, a handyman, or someone that deals with grinders or welding, or someone who is a silversmith that works with metal and certain types of different types of metals, then yeah, you guys could ask them, like, hey, can you cut my kitchen knife, at a 90-degree angle to the handle. Or it could be, if it's a kitchen knife, either way you want a straight cut, and these people know how to do straight cuts. Okay, it's not a problem to them. They could just, some of these people, they could just eyeball it and cut it, and then the sharp end of the knife, they could just grind it off, and then this shit has a little sharp portion of it right there. I don't know if you guys can see that. They cut it like a 45-degree angle. So, I mean, that could easily be done with a grinder as well. Especially if you take your time. Some of you out there, you're only getting paid like $20 an hour. So grab your parents' knives. Take your time. cut it, sharpen it, remove the sharp end from the side over here so you won't accidentally cut yourself. And you will have yourself a tool that will last for a long time. You know, but some of these people, they don't give a fuck about $10. And that's what supports these companies that are making millions and trillions of dollars off a basic, simple tool. But I'm just letting you all know, you know, if you guys have a wife out there that's, you know, cooking all the time and that wants new kitchenware, kitchen knife sets, you know, tell her, you know, place those used knives in the box for me. You know, don't throw them away. Then you know, you guys can have something that looks like this. Like nothing. And I honestly don't even know how much they even charge for this, but you know, the last time I checked, they were super fucking expensive. Like, one of these things right here could cost like $25. Okay, this was 10, which is not bad, but still. Oh, and this is the 12-inch. Okay, that's not that bad, but still, if you guys don't have the money to buy just one of these things, so this one right here is $10. That's another $10, another 10, another 10, another 10, another 10, another 10, and another 10. That's already 6, 7, 8. That's $80. You know? So, you know, I'm trying to help you guys out. You know, this shit could add up quick. And some of you don't have the money for this. So you guys have to, you know, improvise. You know, the same is true with this piece of shit fucking knife right here. You know, if you guys have the grinder, just duplicate this pattern right here. You know, I mean, it's so simple. But you know, some of these tools are for people who are rich, who are wealthy, who have a business, who don't have the time to make their own tools. But if you're struggling and you can't make your own tool, or you can't buy your own tool, but you have a grinder or whatever, then I would recommend for you guys to, you know, do something like this. You know, because look at this. This honestly looks like a screwdriver handle attached to a piece of metal, you know, scrap metal. You know, you people throw away refrigerators, dryers, televisions, what else? You know, refrigerators and all that shit. And all it is, you know, a piece of metal with the fucking handle on it. So you guys could easily cut a fucking triangle out with a grinder and make some shit like this. You know, especially if you're trained and you're experienced, you're not really going to worry about imperfections and stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, this is an idea for people who are hard timing it, because there's a lot of people out there who are fucking hard timing it, and you know, you guys don't have the money to purchase these tools. So yeah, I just wanted to record this video and share it with all of you. In case any of you out there are struggling, because, you know, $10 is $10. And trust me, it adds up quickly. You know, if you get 100 people that buy these things off of you, that's $1,000 in your pocket. At $10 a piece, out of a scrap metal. You know, this is most likely scrap stainless steel. It's scrapped, and these people just put a fancy, nice handle on it with their fucking logo.